All right, Shalom. Before I continue with this lesson, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopefully elect. I'm the brother lawyer, come back with a quick lesson. And this lesson will be entitled, This Book is Sealed. This book, which is the Holy Bible, is sealed to many. And really start with our people first and foremost. Yeah, they're Israelites, but they're not going to actually fully get the understanding of the prophecies, Yahweh, the angels, the chariots, is now Jake, if he's, predestined to come in, he or she, mainly, we deal with the man, because we are the ones that's leading our nation. All right, it's a kingdom of kings and priests. Us Hebrew Israelites, so-called Black Latinos, the Americans, and Hispanics, and the Israelite foreigners that look like the other nations. All right, so the Lord might have it to where certain Jakes, men and women, hear about the truth and they understand, they believe, but many things, what we say is sealed. This book is sealed, and our sayings is of the Lord, especially when we come out the scriptures. So I'm gonna get this Isaiah 29 and 11. Ooh, no. Isaiah 29 and verse, Salaki at the hiccups. In verse 9, it says, 10, Salaki. It says, well, shit, I started 9. It says, stay, Salaki, I got the hiccups. Goodness gracious. We doing this through the whole lesson. All right. Isaiah 29 and 9, it says, stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. It says, for the Lord have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes, and the prophets and your rulers, the seers, have he covered. Today the Lord got his prophets out on the highways and byways on the YouTube, and he's causing our people to see what? The prophecies, to understand, because even their ears are closed. Many of our people, their ears are closed. Even the ones that say that they Israelites and this and that, many of them, they still have their ears closed. Many of them, they're not teaching prophecies, and so, yeah, the Lord got y'all covered, but it's not the type of covering that you want, So let's read it back over. Isaiah 29:10, for the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep. It's not actually saying that you're asleep, but spiritually, you're not awake. You're not alert to what's coming, what's happening, what's going on, And it says, because right now it's high time to awake to Romans 13 real quick, to wake out of sleep. We're not in the times of 1990s, the 70s, the 80s, when things wasn't happening. So Romans 13 and I believe it's 11. Yeah, it says, and that knowing the time, because we know what time it is, we know what time, we know that the times that we living in, we're living in evil times, bad times, right? So we're awake. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So now it's time for you to wake up to who you are, to who your power is, whose name is Yahweh. He to be, he exists. That's what that means. Bahashem means in the name. And then you have of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, Jehovah, Yehoshua. His real name is Yahweh Shai, which means he saves or he delivers. And he's getting ready to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. So that's why it's time for you to wake out of sleep. Being awake, or being, how am I going to say this? Be woke up from being called a nigga, a spick, wetback, so on and so forth. Awaken to who you really are, if you get what I'm saying. Which that's you being a Hebrew Israelite. How we know that? Via the prophecies, via Deuteronomy 28, via Genesis 49, where it talks about what 12 tribes will be in the last days, and what they'll be doing, their characteristics, and really from Genesis on up, it tells you what's going to happen to the Israelites. We're going to be sold into captivity, and we're not going to remember ourselves due to the captivity. So anyway, I don't want to go off into another topic, but that's just how the spirit is, because time is short. We just read that salvation is nearer than we believe, and soon we're going to be off the internet, off the highways and byways. So get it now. And this ain't meant to be a long lesson. It's really like a quick hit, So I read Isaiah 29. So I didn't. I ain't finished that. Yeah, so Isaiah 29, read 10. Let's go down to verse 11. It says, "And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed." So the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed. So this is how the Bible was likened unto many of our people. Yeah, you were able to read Matthew, John, Luke. You were able to understand or to read how what was this guy talking to me at work about for the mysteries, Matthew 13, I believe, the mysteries are not given unto them, but to you it is given. Many of our people don't actually know what that means. Really, the guy, the school, he didn't know what that means. He thought he did, but he didn't. Why? Because, this is sealed. We know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. It's like the disciples. We know that the kingdom of heaven is going to be here on earth. It's going to consist of the Lord's people, so-called Black Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics, and the Israelite foreigners that have been scattered. And we know that the heathen are going to be in suggestion. The earth is going to be transformed into a better earth. It's going to go back to the days of old. We know all this. Yahushua, that's a mystery. Because many don't know his name. They don't know him. So we know these different things. This book ain't sealed to us. Once upon a time it was. When it wasn't time for us to wake up. Now it's time to wake up. And the ones who are able to see and hear, this book is not sealed unto them. And let me get the word sealed. Seal says fasten or close securely. So the Holy Bible is closed securely. It ain't you ain't cracking that code, because that's what the Bible is. It's like a code book. You ain't cracking that. It's like Morse code. and two, the Lord had loosed the seals also. Dealing via the prophecies. He was the only one able to do that. So let me speak about the Lord. Revelation 5:1 says, "Now I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals? And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, had prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals." So the Lord made it to where the prophecies were available to his servants. to his saints, his prophets. And now via the Holy Spirit, we are able to understand these different prophecies. So the Lord was the only one worthy to open that book, loose the seals, open them, and they're coming to pass. And we're the main camp that's prophesying, telling you what's getting ready to happen. Or everybody else is playing fucking games. Oh, brother, don't cuss. Click off my fucking video. Man, the fuck up. So let me get off of that. And matter of fact, I already clicked off of it. So I'm going to get this too. The Ethiopian eunuch. Let's see. And this Ethiopian is an Israelite. And ain't no Hamite or Cushite. Same thing. Acts 8. Let's see. I'm trying to get the main point. I'm going to start at 8:25. It says, and they, when they had testified and preached the word of the Lord, returned to Jerusalem and preached the gospel in many villages of Samaria. Well, it's going to tell who it is. In verse 26 says, and the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, arise and go toward the south unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is the desert. And he rose and went up, and behold, a man of Ethiopia. It says, an eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, had the charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem to worship. It said, was returning, and sitting in his chariot, read Isaiah the prophet. So this Ethiopian eunuch was reading the book of Isaiah. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him and read the prophet Isaiah and said, understandest thou what thou readest? So Philip was like, hey, you understand what you're reading? And guess what he said? Verse 31, he said, how can I accept some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. Now, the Lord had this set up to where Philip was going to break this down to this brother. And guess what? You read on down, he's going to believe in Yahushua. So this book was sealed unto him until he had a man of the Lord break the book down. Now, it says guide right here. Let's see, verse 8:31. So let's go to tools. We're going to see what this word guide means. Hadegio.
Strong's G 3594. Hadegeo.
All right. And it says to be a guide, lead on one's way, to guide, and it said to be a guide or a teacher. So he was being taught. Why? Because it was sealed unto him. He didn't understand it. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Looking for one more. No, that's not what I want. So yeah, that book was sealed unto him. But, via the Holy Spirit, he was able to get it. And he was an Israelite. Damn, what was that? Well, you know what? I quoted it. Yeah, ooh, this is what I want. I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna close it out. Like I said, it ain't meant to be a long lesson, but this book is sealed. That's what you have to understand. Cause you might be new coming in, you thinking, why ain't anybody getting it? Why ain't nobody getting it? It's only a few, literally a few. And it's because the book is sealed unto them. It's not for them. They're Israelites, yeah, but it ain't for everybody. All right. Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. And that's just plain. So the secrets are revealed unto the servants, the prophets, and to the believers. Just like, you read about different accounts when he would heal people, when he performed miracles, and he'll say, don't tell nobody. Because it was not for them. Plus, they think he's doing witchcraft or all this other bullshit, So it's not for everybody. So Lord will, this edifying lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakwadash. Shalom.